Scratchy Craftsman here today, and today I'm going to be talking about bats. What's the first thing you think of when you think of bats? Probably rabies. Well, most bats don't carry rabies, only about 1% of them do, and if you're that one severely unlucky person who gets bit by a bat with rabies, I would consider going to the doctor immediately. But anyway, they don't get stuck in your hair. It's a very common misconception. And I'm just afraid of you as you are of them, and I'm afraid that unfortunately, they get the short end of the stick on that one. And vampire bats, yes, some bats do suck blood, and they eat it, but only vampire bats do that, and they live in South America. So you don't have anything to worry about. Plus, they only primarily feed off of cattle and farm animals. So that's something you don't have to worry about. Okay. Anyway, there's 6 species of bats that live in Ohio. The largest of which is a hoary bat, which has a wingspan of about 6 inches and is about the size of a robin, weighs about 4 ounces or so. And the smallest of which is a little brown bat, which weighs about 2 ounces. And even though it's the smallest bat in Ohio, it can eat 500 to 1,000 insects every single night. That is amazing. I feel, 1,000 mosquitoes. So that's a lot. I'd be very happy if I had that. If I had one bat in my yard, boy, I'd be one happy man. Now, it doesn't get rid of mosquitoes altogether if you have a couple bats, but it does help. It does help a lot. But living by woods, they're never going to go away, so something to live with. But anyway, bats are suffering right now from a syndrome called, or a disease. It's a fungus technically. It's called white nose syndrome, and it's a fungus that grows on bats during hibernation. And what it does is it disturbs them and it awakens them during winter too early before spring. They burn off all their fat reserves, and it's too cold for them. They die because their body temperature can't keep up with it. But it's something that people should look out for, and it's a very big problem. It really is. Many bats become endangered because of it. Rafnicki's big-eared bat is a bat that's probably not going to be around much longer, which is not good. That's just one example. It is a problem, and anyway, we can do a lot about it. People look at bats, like I said, the wrong way. They're not going to harm you. They really aren't. But anyway, because of that white nose syndrome, darn, we have to do something about it. So what's something you could do about it? Well, you could make a bat box. Of course you can make a bat box. Why would you buy it? Make a bat box. Heck, this is all pallet wood. Pallet wood. Sitting out in the sun. Amazing. Now, this is a bat box, like I said. It's a bat house, basically. It's house for bats. Anyway, just to give you basic dimensions for this, it is from left to right, or go right to my left, whichever way it comes out. It is 14 inches from top to bottom, and by bottom I mean that bottom lip right there, right by my eyes. It is 17 inches. It is 5 inches deep, and the roof, I believe, is like 6.5 inches, 7 inches maybe, the roof, from this way to that way. And I made it hang over on all sides because I don't have a lot of caulk. I didn't have any caulk. I wasn't about to screw around with caulk, but I overhang it on all sides, and I stained it to make it weather resistant. I actually double stained it, put 2 coats on. I put 3 coats on the roof because it's not slanted. You could slant it, but then you have to caulk it. I'm not going to caulk it. But that's up to you. I'll probably just strap it to a tree because that's going to be something interesting to think about. Anyway, off topic, right? Okay. Oh boy, this kid's crazy. Look at this. So, on all inside surfaces, I etched it with a carpet knife, which, by the way, is very dull. I had to sharpen it. It's not something to do with a carpet knife anyway. I wouldn't. Well, I did do it. you use the corner of a saw, the end of a saw, hand saw. You could use a pocket knife maybe. I wouldn't really recommend that. You could anything to scarf the inside of the wood there so they can grip on it, because they're like small spaces, and they need something to grip on. But these pieces here are 4 inches up and down by a 1/2 inch thick, and this end one I just cut the end off and used it right there to narrow it a little bit so predators couldn't get in. Predators for bats, by the way, are like hawks and eagles, raptors, that kind of stuff. But they're like small spaces. These are 1 inch right here, this gap. Some people say 3/4 of an inch, but I say, you know what? Because you could have any variety of bat in your area in Ohio. It could range from maybe you might only need a 3/4 of an inch, you know. A little brown bat might only need 3/4 of an inch, and then a bigger bat, say the red bat, the Indiana bat, or like I said, the hoary bat, might need something that's, you know, 1 inch, 1.25 maybe. But anyway, I just sawed off the end of these and used them there and screwed them in. I used outdoor decking screws right there. You can't really see that. I think they're coated or whatever. Yeah. I stained it. These boards here. Oh, this is hard to do. These boards are 1.5 by 1.5. These were not scrap. I had them, but they're scrap to me, so I used them. This is plywood on the top. Oh, again, you could use this. You could make this out of plywood if you want. I mean, I don't think you probably want to go to the store and spend, you know, 25 bucks on a piece of plywood, which you're only going to use. Well, yeah, you're going to use a lot, probably a little bit more of it. But, I mean, if you have, you know, boards like this laying around, use them. Well, who's going to use them for? I don't know. Well, I don't know, but this is a good cause, right? I'm not an environmentalist or anything, but I'm saying bats are a good thing to have. This is a fun, good project, and it's a good way to promote them in your yard. Oh, this is a 2-chamber bat house, by the way, if you haven't noticed, which is that's a stupid comment, you probably did. But, yeah, 1-chamber bat house. You can build a 1-chamber bat house if you want. It usually only attracts males because they're dominant, and they'll take over it and they'll be territorial about it, but this will attract both. For the most part, it'll, you know, it's not, I mean, you can get big ones. You can get, you know, 5-6 chamber ones, which is ridiculous. It's up to you. This board here, in the middle here, before I put it together, I drilled 2 1.5 inch holes in it, right here, close to the roof, but not on it, so they can move back and forth, the bats, that is. Of course, I stained it. Oh, ventilation. Also, you want to mount this 12 to 15 feet off the ground, primarily in the sun if you can, but I don't really recommend it. I mean, it's up to you. But if you mount it like on a tree trunk or something, which is fine. I mean, bats, you know, live in the woods anyway. I mean, it's potato. Well, it's not potato. It's like oranges and apples, but apples and oranges. Either way you want to look at it. God, shit. Okay. Anyway, if you mount this in the shade, I cut a slit. Wow, that came out bad. I cut a slit right here. I saw it, I see the saw to help a little bit with ventilation, but if you have it in the shade to help keep that temperature up, cut off as much ventilation as you can. I mean, obviously leave some ventilation, because they can crawl down here if they want, you know, but to trap some of that air, keep them nice and warm. And again, I just use a regular piece of plywood for the top. And that's it. Now, if you do this, I hope you do. It's a great, fun project. But if you leave it, sometimes you won't get bats, by the way, for a couple weeks, maybe a month, up to a year, a season, before they find it. But anyway, it's a fun project. I think you'll like it. I think you should do it. I think it's awesome. But yeah. So like, comment, subscribe. I'd like to see what you have to show me if you built one. I'd love to see what kind of results you got. You know. It's a fun project. I think you should do it. Okay. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Or you'll see me next time. Cause my videos are awesome. Anyway, promote the bats, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.